We are fucking massive.
You already know who it is. Bill Rama, do-do-do-do-do. Oh, Jerry Bowen, do-do-do-do-do. Miguel Antonio, Declan Rice, and Pablito. 1, 2, 3, that's it.
I want these guys don't even know what I'm talking about. Yo, Rice or Henderson? Rice or Henderson? Name me one name. Yo, you guys are whack. Straight up. There you go. Don't tell me Rice or Henderson. Yo, they give you some bird track, dog. Straight up.
I this and this guy on Twitter.
Like 5 of them. All they have to say was Rice or Henderson.
Much love, Peach. Thank you.
What's up, my brother? Listen, just giving you a shout real quick. This the last one, you know what I'm saying? The best flag. Young P. Chiavelli, what's going on, brother? Hey, brother, hey. Best flag. Young P. Chiavelli, what's going on, brother? Hey. Hey. Y'all heard that we won. What's going on, brother? Hey. I know you the voice of positivity. Young P. Chiavelli, what's going on, brother? Hey. Hey. What's going on, brother? Hey. Hey. Hey, we hit a rough patch. This is what you do sometimes, right? We dropped a couple games. I know you the voice of positivity, so don't let nobody get down, right? There you go. Done. Where am I? I'm in like the Premier Inn, dog. Just chilling. I'm like in the Premier Inn, just chilling, like in the hallway. You get what I'm saying? 100%, man. Yo, we got Demand Them. Yes, we do. Demand Them is in the place to be. The Wizard of Oz, the Ernie to Bert, the Bert to Ernie. Yo, pull up on your shirt. Yo, you seen some of the hashtags I put in? I put them in for you, like the Bow Bells and like the the zip codes in that, like street codes, postal codes, like yo, I put them in there for you, dog, straight up. So yo, let's bring on the man that is in the place to be.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
all right, boy. How we doing, sir?
You know what I gotta say? I gotta say this. Okay. So watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Thomas Delaney suspended. Eric Lamala suspended. I think. Gonzalo suspended. Suso, however you say his name, suspended. Diego Carlos ain't playing. Eric Eric ain't playing. Fernando Papu ain't playing. Gomez and Anthony Martial all missed Friday's La Liga clashes with Alves through injury. So we might be playing a Sevilla team that has like 9 men injured, and they're like second place, like on the cusp of like Real Madrid status. That looks good for us.
Yeah, I've heard
You
it
know
might
what I
have
mean?
about 8 people missing. So
Yeah,
you
blow
know,
up that. What that
they've
then
probably
bring
got
them
a
back
bigger
to the
squad than
London
us.
Stadium. Pardon me, my friend.
Yeah, sometimes, without knowing, watching them week in, week out, we don't
Yeah,
know some of them players that are missing aren't
yeah,
really first starters or not doing. Probably
you're right.
some of them
Yeah,
are. Without a doubt, there's a few that are. I know
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Martial's out too, isn't he?
yeah. That
He-
that
he-
Anthony Martial. Yeah, 100%.
Go with
Like,
him. I'm not bothered by him, but gee, it should be right for him to stick 2 or 3 passes, wouldn't it? So,
nah,
uh,
typical. Yeah, that be
so
like
he's not playing,
I've
apparently.
never I've never rated Anthony Martial. I know a lot of people like him and think that he's like a good footballer, but have you rate him,
Yeah,
don't you? You rate him, don't you?
I don't know. The jury's out with me too.
Oh, good,
But
good,
if someone
good,
said
good,
to me
good.
in January we were getting him, I would have said, "Yeah, I'll take him." You know, it wouldn't have been a
Yeah,
problem. But yeah, I'm not sure with him. Sometimes sometimes he looks disinterested. You know, I'm
yeah,
just not
he's
sure.
hot and cold, isn't he? Hot and cold,
Mm.
kind of like it's. I don't know. And then there was other news is that who's the other news is? Hold on. Let me check. See, when I do the cam thing, I can actually check my phone for the news, so I don't have to remember. But but there was who was the other one? Oh, I read some baloney minestrone about how they were saying how Dawson had a tackle on Mane and he should have been sent off. That was from an ex-player slash ref. What's his name? His name is. I will tell you in a second, my friend. His name is. You'll know his name. His name is. Hold on one second. Yeah, a foul was given, but Dawson was not given his marching orders, and the game continued. Dawson knew exactly what he was doing, and it was Hackett. Hackett. Uh,
Oh, fuck him.
yeah, he's a toss
We got
spot.
history with him. We
Yeah,
got history with him.
and he said that like he said he stamped on Mane's heel, but that what was your take? I know we talked about it, but we'll talk about it again. What was your take on who was it? It was the tackle. It was Dawson again. When he went
Yeah.
inside, when it was in the box and he had the tackle, he got the ball at the end. I know he pulled the man's shirt and it was a bit like no ball till the end, but he did get the ball at the end. Like, and that was
Which
it's all
game? You talking about the one
the
before?
Liverpool match, the Liverpool match. It was Mane, I think, was in, and then like he kind of pulled his shirt and thing, and then he got the ball at the end, but it was no ball until he got the ball, but he did get the ball, and I think that led to the free kick or penalty kick, whatever it was. Refresh my memory. What
Well,
was
there
it?
was no penalties in the Liverpool game,
Oh,
was there?
then it was the free kick. Then it was the free kick. Then it was the free
Hmm.
kick. But like these if you haven't watched Nicky's on West Ham TV, Nicky on West Ham TV, he really has a go at like how these top six clubs, it's corrupt. They check VAR 6 seconds for them, but 6 minutes for us, and it's I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, if I'd use the word corrupt, what I would use though is
What's
there's
that?
a financial bias to make sure these teams do better than us.
Yes.
And if you want to call that
Yes.
corrupt, call that corrupt. But there is a financial bias towards them because they need these teams to perform. They want them to finish in the top six every year. They want them
Yep.
to be in the Champions
Yep.
League and Europa League
That's
because
what
they
it's
get
talking
more
about. Yeah,
views. They get more
absolutely.
views than the likes of West Ham and Leicester and Wolves and Newcastle at the moment.
Yeah.
So that's what they're, and I believe there is a bias towards them. I always have. When you look at
Yeah.
the handball Man City done last week and how it was never given by a VAR,
Wow.
it's just it's amazing. And
What
then a week,
happened?
3 days
What
later,
happened there?
they
Go on.
apologise and say
Yeah.
it should have been a fucking penalty. What good is that? To who was that Everton? I think it was
It, it,
Everton.
it,
What
it,
good is that?
Kieran, it's like you know when when a person gets a red card and then you can appeal it. You can appeal the red card and it might get turned over, but it's not gonna make a difference to the match at the end of the day.
To that game, no, that's right.
It's you know what? I agree with you. Like, you know what? I agree with you 100. It's not that it's corrupt, it's biased. Like, it's
biased.
biased. Yeah.
Without
Good choice of
fucking
word.
doubt. I mean, we see it too often, Peach, for it not to be. It just can't be a coincidence. You know what I mean? It happens
No.
so often. Do you remember there was a little stint there? We had 3 sendings off, Peach. All three were rescinded.
hmm
All 3. You know,
Mhm.
one after another, and you go, what is going on there?
Yeah.
They got all 3 sending offs wrong against us. You wouldn't get 3 sending off against Man United or
Not a
Man
chance.
City. There'll be
Not a
uproars. There'll
chance.
be Mike Klopp and Guardiola will be bloody going
Yeah.
mental at the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'll be sacking these referees and getting rid of them.
Yeah.
So,
But it's almost like it's all like. Do you agree with me? It's almost like they don't want to see. It's like when Leicester won the league. The whole
no,
universe,
of
they
course
didn't
not.
like that because it wasn't
No,
what it was supposed to
they
be.
don't want. Mate,
No.
they've made up.
Right.
They've made their mind up who the top 6 are.
You get
Page,
me?
and it's not.
Yeah.
And actually, that's even fickle in itself, right?
Yeah.
Because it's all about their worldwide support, the money they've got behind them, and the views they get on
It's
TV,
all
right?
Yeah.
To these
Yeah.
companies, right? Which means the advertising revenue and everything else. So
Yeah.
it's that fickle. If Newcastle in 4 or 5 years' time, become one of the biggest clubs in Europe, well,
Mhm.
they'll be lauded then, and they'll be looked after. Don't worry.
Oh,
It'll go that
man.
way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
Middle East now could have in Saudi could have a lot of bloody Newcastle fans coming up soon
Oh,
if
big
they
time.
start doing well
Oh, big
and
time.
they
Like
spend money.
with shirt sales and everything of that. Like,
It might take 4. I'd say it take 4 or 5 years, Peach, but it
Yeah.
has to happen. I would think.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
there'll be challenge. They don't want that to happen at this moment. Believe me, they don't want Newcastle anywhere near it. But
No, they have the financial power to do something, don't they?
they do. The only thing they don't have, Newcastle, is a fan base around the world like Man United and Liverpool have,
Yes. Yes.
or
Yes.
Man
Agreed.
City
Yeah.
and
Agreed.
Chelsea. And unless they
Agreed.
increase that, they won't want them because they want to get they want as much views as possible, and that's how they work. And
Yeah.
that's why they're actually changing the Champions League rules, aren't they? In 2 years' time,
100%.
I mean, they're going to make it easier for them 6 to get into Europe. Even if we finish 4th, Arsenal finish 7th, they could be going to the Champions League because they've got a better history in the Champions League.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's what's coming. That's what's coming. It's the Super League being official, basically.
What's your thoughts on the Super League, Karen?
Mate, I'd be delighted, honestly, if they'd formed that Super League and all
Let
pissed
them
off.
muck about with
I'd have been
themselves.
delighted.
Yeah.
I'd have been
I'm all.
delighted.
Yeah.
Fuck them off. Wouldn't have bothered
Yeah.
me.
No,
I might have
I'm with
enjoyed,
you.
he's enjoyed taking all that big money away from the Premier League. Premier League is going to suffer, probably, but you'd get a fairer game and a more interesting league.
Oh, you would. You would.
But then who
yeah,
becomes if them top six went, Peach? There's a question for you. Who
go on.
becomes the next? Who's the next top six?
But that's it. It's like two different leagues in one league because you got like
Hmm.
the 1 to 6, and then you got the 7 to 11 or
Yeah,
12, and then you got the relegation battlers. And we've always been in the relegation battler zone, and now we're not. So we're looking, on the up. But no,
yeah. At the
okay,
moment, we'd be in that. We'd be in the new top six, wouldn't we?
yeah, 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 yeah. And I see Wolves being in there, Aston Villa being in there. Like, yeah, you're right. Let them, let
Leicester.
them, let them parade with their own party. No, you're right. You're right. But to answer your question, who would be the next top six? I think it would be the likes of us, the likes of Villa, the likes of
Hmm.
Newcastle with the money injection that they've had. Um,
Yeah.
did you hear about David Moyes made a joke about it like the other year saying um about signing players and Ronaldo like my phone line's always open, just call me. Rashford, my phone line's always open, just like call me. Apparently Rashford's not pleased with the game time he's getting at the moment, and West Ham are looking at him and Broja. Who would you prefer more, Broja
Oh,
or Rashford?
Broja, a drop
100%,
like
yeah.
that, mate.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
watched.
100%.
I
Yeah.
watched that Man United game the other night,
Yes.
and they brought Rashford on. And when
Yep.
City scored their third goal,
Yes.
he walked around, mate, and
Yeah.
done nothing. Didn't
Nothing.
make an effort. Didn't make an effort to get back. Didn't make.
Yeah.
His body language was disgusting.
It
It really.
was.
My eye
It
on
was.
him, and going, it can't be that. Maybe it's just that little bit I saw. But then for the rest of the game, he never made an effort. Couldn't
Yep.
be asked.
Yep.
He don't want to be there by the looks of things. There's a lot
Oh
of
no.
angst in the club, isn't there, at the moment? So no, do I want to play like him who's got the shits? And I'll tell you what,
No.
Lingard wasn't no fucking better either. He was
I
wandering
know.
around doing fuck
I
all and
know.
all.
I know.
You know,
But
like he's got the shits. Mate, I didn't like it. Not for me. I don't like players like that, mate. I don't care whether they're happy at their club or not. Get out there and make an effort. So
one
both of them, I'm not
100%.
joking. I would, even though I brought them on as subs, I would have took them back off.
Yeah.
Both of them. But yeah,
Yeah.
so Brozier, I've been impressed with Brozier from the
Me
beginning of the
too.
season.
I
And
never knew. I never
yeah,
knew. I never knew he was a Chelsea player. I thought. I
I
just thought
did.
he was
I did
Southampton,
know
but
that.
apparently he's on
That's what
loan from
annoyed me.
Chelsea.
That was what annoying about it. He's another Chelsea loanee. And you
Get
think,
me?
fuck, man. How
What
many have
about
they
what?
got out on loan, these bastards?
What about Loftus Cheek? Would you take him? I would.
Mm,
But do you think he's like kind of past his best by date?
No, no. He's one of them. I'm 50-50 on him. I never saw
Okay.
enough of him.
Okay.
It didn't impress me that much. Now and again he did.
Yep.
He's like Hudson Odoi. They're good sometimes and then
Oh,
nothing.
yeah.
Ooh, okay, but I don't know.
Yeah.
They don't thrill me. Let's put it that way, Peter. If I
Like,
be a club, they wouldn't thrill
yeah.
me, Rozier would. Rozier would excite me, You go,
Yeah.
ooh, this now you're talking. But them boys
Yeah.
have been around a long time, and I just, it wouldn't excite me that much. I don't know. I'm not saying he couldn't get a tune out of them. He probably could.
No, I agree with you, but you seen it at Manchester United before, ain't you? When Pogba he wanted to leave and made us think about it, and he wasn't performing. Same with Martial, and I don't like players like that. I like players that put in a shift week in, week out. If you're liked
Yeah.
by the manager, the club, whatever, you put in a shift. And you get some of these players that just do not put in a shift. And I've seen Broja put in a shift week in, week out. I take him. I would take him. Wholeheartedly, I would take him. I really would.
Yeah. I see. I didn't actually watch the video. What Gonzo had there the other day. He had 58 million on the
Yeah,
fund now. And I went, what?
yeah.
Look, I really like Brojan out, but that kind of, I don't know if that was exact what they think he might be worth. Jesus Christ, he ain't.
No,
I mean,
I know.
He's not that much proven.
No,
Would it be worth 35, 40, maybe? Not
no.
fucking anything.
What I heard, like we wanted to buy him for like 25 something, and then they wanted 70 million, and apparently now it's gone back to 25. They're saying in the press. So for like what you said, like anywhere from 25 to like 40.
Yeah,
Happy days. Happy days.
It's in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not 50, 58. Like I love
Isn't it?
Gonzo's videos, but like I that figure, it doesn't work for me. It has to be lower than that because he's
Even
done
though-
good. He's done good, but he's no Pele. Like, come off of it, dog. Like,
But there is a point too, mate. If you think he's the perfect striker for you, if Moyes did,
yes.
really, you buy him whatever it is.
You do.
You know, you'd
You
buy
do.
it. You'd play it. If you thought he was the perfect man for the job,
You do.
you'd buy
You're
it.
right.
You'd play it.
Yeah.
Even if it's too much, you
Yeah.
know it's too much.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what you need. So. you buy it.
What about me and Rise were on earlier, and there was a young footballer who I mentioned, Schick from Bayern Leverkusen, and he plays well with Diaby, and I know that you're a fan of Haller, and
Hmm.
I'm not because I don't think he was good enough for the Premier League. That's just my opinion. But you had Haller with Jovic; they made magic happen. I don't
Yeah.
think we'd get the same player of Schick if we didn't buy that Diaby guy because he is like assisting all of the goals to the boy. But
Right.
he's not much better than Bowen. So Bowen might be the glue that he needs in our squad. And that Schick guy, he has a left foot, he has a right foot, he has a nut on him. Like he could do two things, but he's not proven in our league, but he's world class, don't you think?
I am again. When we were first linked to him, I did see bits of him. Peach, haven't
Yep.
seen enough to really
Okay.
say whether he's going
Fair
to be
play.
great. I knew he was a good
Yep.
player,
Yep.
but I can't tell you. And you know, he's not, but I think sometimes we get hung up on this not proven in the Premier League, right?
Yeah, I
And,
agree with that.
The boy that Liverpool just brought in that we played at the weekend,
Oh, Diaz. Oh,
Yeah,
shut up.
Diaz,
Wasn't
right?
he good?
he
Wasn't
just
he
turned up.
good?
He's been here 5 minutes. He doesn't look
Oh,
like he
my
needs to bed in,
days.
does he? He
Did
don't
he?
look like he needs to bed in.
No,
That boy's taken to the Premier League like that. So it doesn't
100%.
always have to be Premier League. We get hung up on that a lot, I think.
We do.
You know,
We do. I
and
agree
some
with you
players,
100%.
some players do struggle on it, but he
Yep.
didn't seem to have a problem, did he?
Oh, I'll tell you. Like, Kieran, Diaz just looks like he looks immense to me. Like, he looks
Yeah, he does.
immense. Like,
He looks like the perfect replacement for Mo Salah if he decides to leave.
and he
And
looks a
don't
bit.
sign a new
He looks a bit like Coutinho as well. If you get what I'm saying, like
Yeah, man,
he
just-
has those qualities. Like, and he
It's
gets
quality.
stuck in as well. He gets stuck in as well. Like, oh my, and like James Milner. I know James Milner is like he's a
Great player.
dinosaur in the game, yeah, but
great
he is a
player.
hard worker. He is
Oh,
a
man,
very hard worker.
You know, that was probably one of the most astute signings Liverpool ever made
Yeah.
with James Milner.
I agree with
You know what I mean? He left
I
Man
agree with
City,
you. Yep.
and everyone
Yep.
thought, yeah, he's old, he's finished.
Yep.
Mike, that was a great signing.
What
It's
a
just
signing!
a great
What a
player.
signing! Yeah,
Great
like
signing.
he's been brilliant from the go. And
Yeah.
a player like Milner, it almost reminds me of it almost reminds me of like a Cresswell, but just a more central player. And I'd
I don't
love
think there's a
him at
position.
West Ham.
I don't think it's a position he wouldn't play if you told him to. He'd just go and do
Yeah,
it.
it's a bit like Antonio. And speaking of Antonio, what was your take on Antonio at the Liverpool match? Were you pleased? Were you
Yeah, I
I
thought he
was
done really
pleased.
well.
I was
Had a good
pleased.
game.
Yeah, I was pleased. I was
You know,
pleased.
him and Him and Lanzini were two. Well, I'd say three of
Yeah.
them. I
Who's
thought
that?
Zuma, Lanzini, and Antonio all had good games, mate.
Oh,
Superb.
wasn't
They were the best
wasn't
players.
Zuma good?
Lanzini,
Yeah,
my man of the match. I thought he
yeah,
was magnificent, absolutely magnificent.
yeah. Yeah. To tell you the truth, I thought Zuma was brilliant. He'd probably be my man of the match. Lanzini, I thought was world class. And yeah, you like Noble.
Antonio had a good game.
Noble. I was really impressed with Noble. Kieran, I was
Noble,
really impressed with
yeah,
Noble.
he slotted in well, mate.
Didn't
He made
he?
the
Didn't he?
he made the pass of the game, didn't he? He
Yes,
passed the game
yes,
just off the
yes,
outside the boot.
yes.
No, he was good, man. He was good. I was pleased for him. Really pleased for him.
Nah, me too. When I get to see Noble slot in and have a match like that, it just makes me feel happy because he loves the club as much as yourself and I do. And everybody in the live chat does. Like he loves West Ham. Like, oh, there's a good show. I put it in the WhatsApp thing. It's Rio Ferdinand interviewing Mark Noble. Quality. And
All right.
he wears West Ham like on his sleeve. And to see him
Yeah, I've
to see
seen
him
that a
do,
while back.
oh, did you saw that? Yeah?
Mm.
Yeah, to
I've
see
seen that
what
about a month ago, Peach. Yeah, it was a good
I didn't
interview.
even know it was that
Apart
old. I
from,
thought it was
apart
like
from Rio
yesterday.
Ferdinand doing it,
Yeah.
but it was a good interview.
Yeah, he's a bit of a toss spot, isn't he, Rio Ferdinand?
Yeah,
No,
it
but
was some kind of podcast. There was two other guys
was.
there as well answering
Yeah,
questions. It
yeah,
weren't just Rio. But yeah, it was good. It came
yeah,
across good, didn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Noble,
It was good.
and they asked him about the whole Tevez thing, and like just how Tevez came in and how it was in the dressing room. And Mark Noble said, didn't he, Karen? He was like, after 2 months playing with the boy, we knew he was like going off and on to better things. Like, and yeah, such a shame
Yeah, I mean,
because
we all know that.
yeah. Such a shame, man, because like you never really got to see too much of Mascherano. Like he
No,
was there, but he wasn't. I don't know if it was
no.
contract things, like the amount of times he played. We'd have to owe this much or that much. Like I don't know, but
Yeah,
Tevez, his
well, what's
free
his name
kicks
was
and everything, like what?
the Welsh boy we had was keeping him out of the team too. He was playing really well.
Oh, Collison.
No,
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 who was it? Who was it? Who was it?
the mixed race boy from Wales. Forget his name.
Oh, Gabadon?
Gabadon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Danny Gabadon.
Gabadon was keeping Mascherano out of the team. If I remember rightly.
Yep,
Yeah,
I
he was
think you're
playing
right.
well.
Yeah, I loved that when we signed Danny Gabadon and James Collins. I thought that was brilliant, man. I thought that was like, oh,
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it was a great signings, mate. It really was good for West Ham.
yeah,
But I'll tell you what, I don't think there's a player in West Ham's history that made
yes,
such an impact over about 4 months like Tevez did. Really, that's all it was.
I
4 or
agree with
5
you.
months.
Yeah,
What
I
an
agree with you.
impact. No
I
one's
agree
ever
with you.
forgotten. No
No,
one's ever forgotten, mate.
like
It's unbelievable.
did you hear the news that came out during the week about Payet and him basically saying, and I think you know and I know this from the jump because he basically explained his reason for leaving West Ham to go back to Marseille, and it was family reasons. And you
Yeah,
saw
I've always
that
thought that.
like from a mile away, didn't you?
Yeah, I've always thought
Yeah,
that.
me too. Me too. That's what I'm saying. That I saw that a mile away. It was family reasons. I think his missus and his child, they were living in south of France, beautiful place, and he didn't have anybody over here. Kind of like Yarmolenko, to tell you the truth. And he just wanted to get back home. And it's a shame. And I think we treated it like as we do, being West Ham United supporters, like you leave our club, like, by humbug. But what a
I,
player he was as well, man. Like, what a
I think,
player.
well, Pete, I've watched them from the
Yeah,
likes of Jeff Hurst, Bobby
I
Moore, and
know.
Peters
I know.
from
I
back in
know.
that era, and
I
I
know.
believe Pyatt's up there with Trevor Brooklyn and Devonshire as the best player I've ever seen at West Ham.
I agree with you. I
Regardless
agree with
of
you.
how it ended,
Yep.
regardless of that, he's one of the
Yep.
best player I've ever seen at West Ham.
I agree with
He
you.
was
And
world class in that
yeah,
stint he had.
yeah, I 100% agree with you. I thought Tevez was up there too. It's like you could put these three people in the same sentence, and that's Payet, that's Tevez, and that's Di Canio. You could put those three players in the same
Yeah,
and when you talk about what you've seen, which is like glory, glory, hallelujah, like Jeff
yeah,
Hurst and Martin Peters and Bobby Moore, like that. We've had some good players come in, but we've never
yeah.
been really able to hold on to those good
Not
players at
many,
one time.
just not many world class players. Like really haven't that
Yeah,
many. And Pyatt was world class when he played for us.
it
He
was,
was.
mate. It was.
That's we don't have many world class players that we
Yeah,
can say that were great players, but not
yeah,
world
yeah,
class.
yeah. And I remember Noble saying that when he was playing with Tevez, like how they played and passed the ball around and just gone on forward. Like he was like at certain points, Kieran, they felt like
Yeah,
they were Real Madrid. Like just like
yeah.
everybody in the right place at the
Well,
right
they just
time,
went,
passing the ball around.
but I just went, give him the ball, fuck it.
That's it, innit? That's it. That's it. That's it. Pass it to your man. Pass it to your man. Honestly. Oh my. So who in the squad right now? And you're gonna say Declan Rice probably, but like who in the squad right now is that world class player that we have?
Well, I don't think we've got a world class player. I think
So
Rice
you
is
don't consider
potential.
you don't consider Declan Rice world class?
No, not yet.
Oh,
Not yet.
okay, interesting. That's
Yeah,
dope.
I'm not,
That's dope.
I had this discussion with Budgie. Budgie does. He thinks he is. I don't. I think he's got a bit to go yet, but I think he's got all the
Yeah,
potential to be it. All the potential to be it.
I like that. I like that. So
Mhm.
so who do you think bar Rice, take Rice out of this. Who do you think that we have in our squad right now that might not be world class, but you could see getting there?
No one.
That's not good. That
Bar
is not
Rice.
good.
Bar
Yeah,
Rice.
Bar
No.
Rice. Bar Rice. What about what about Bowen?
No. I
Okay.
think he's going to be a bloody good player, a really good
Okay.
player, and he
Okay.
is. But
No, I
world
know.
class? No.
I know
No.
because you had Budgie comparing Bowen to Gaza. And I told my dad
No.
that, and my dad was like, "No,
No.
no,
No.
you can't do that." And
No.
but that's Buddy's opinion, so like big him up for
Yeah,
that. But
but
it's
no,
like,
no.
yeah, yeah,
Gaza was a world class player, you know. So
yeah,
was Rooney. So
yeah,
was Rooney.
yeah.
And we don't have players of that ilk at West Ham.
Well,
Rice could be it. And I'll tell you what, at his age, he's probably better than some people who became world class players were at their age,
agreed,
you know.
agreed,
And
agreed,
that's why I
agreed.
think he should become it. But you've got to remember, Pete, you can't have, for me, right?
Yeah.
I look at it differently because someone
No,
plays
I love the way you
like a
look at
world
it, though.
class
You look at it
player
realistic,
for
man. Go on,
six
go on.
months. Yeah. But
Yep,
if they play like world class, it doesn't mean they're a world class player. They have
yep.
to do it over years and years.
And again and
Declan's had a
again and
couple
again.
of good years. He's
Yep,
had 2 good years. When he's
yep,
done it for 5 and 6, and
yep,
then he'll probably be somewhere else doing it. Then you
yep.
can consider consistently doing it. That's why I regard Harry Kane as a world class striker because he consistently does it in the Premier League year in, year out. And even this year, right, Harry Kane, right,
Yep.
he's by probably his own bit, this has been a bad season for him. But
Yeah,
yet, he's still got 19 goals for Tottenham.
no
Still got
doubt,
19 goals in all comps. Still got 19 goals.
no
You
doubt.
know, you
Do
know,
you
that's a world class striker.
no, I 100% agree. I 100% agree. Um, who did you mention? Do you think that okay? So, do you think what you said earlier? Um,
Mm.
do you really think because you said it about Rice about him going elsewhere? Do you really see that happening in like the next 2 years? Honest?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Why? Why?
He will
Why?
leave because we won't achieve what we need to achieve to keep him here. That's why.
You really think so? So let's say we get into the Champions League this season, and then we stay in it next season. And it's a tall order to ask. But you don't think that he stick around just to like?
No, because
I think he will.
Us getting to the Champions League.
Yeah.
If we even got into the Champions League, we're not good enough to be or win that Champions League. Nowhere near it, right? So you look at if you take Tottenham, right, and we all take the piss out of them.
Yeah,
but they sold Bell. They brought in some good players. They brought in Pochettino. They established themselves as a top 4 club and got to the Champions League final. They still haven't won anything. You know what I mean? So, and when you've got Declan Rice saying he wants to win everything, you know, but West Ham are not going to win everything, are we? We're not going to win the league. I mean, it's just you can't. It's impossible against the money you're up against. So we have to look at a cup. Now,
agreed. No. I'm stopping you in your tracks. FA Cup. FA Cup. FA Cup. FA Cup.
We're out. We're out, though, aren't we?
I know.
Again.
Do you think this was our chance, though? Do you think this was our chance, though, to get like?
It was. Yes, it was.
Me too.
Me too. Chance.
Me too.
But we blew it, and we're out of both of them: League Cup and FA Cup. So now we've got Europa, and we've got, we've probably got the toughest tie in the round.
That's
Barcelona, but I think Seville could be even harder. But
I know, but that's not denying injuries or 8 injuries are good.
Any cup, home and away, there's no reason why you still can't win it. There's no reason that it could go your way. You get the right luck. If you have a good away performance, we can still do that. We can still, but it's a tough ask. It's a very, very tough ask. Now, when you've got Declan Rice, he wants to win everything in football, whether that be for England or a club. He's not going to do that at West Ham, so he'll have to move to do it, and he will. I'm not sure it happened in the summer, though, Peach. I think we might get another year. We might not. I reckon that all depends about the right offer. If the right offer came in, everyone would have to think about it and go, well, what do we do?
Yeah.
Rice included. West Ham and Rice.
But, okay, so let me ask you this. Do you think if he sold Rice whilst Gold, Sullivan, and Brady are still a part of the regime, do you think we reinvest that, or do you think they just take the money and have a giggle?
I think a good percentage is reinvested, mate. But I don't think all of it would be.
Nah, me neither, Doc. Me neither.
We sold him for, if we got 100 million for him, we'd probably get another. We might get 60 to 70 million of it, maybe.
Yeah, that's it though. Like, and you're talking like 120, 150 million, like down the drain. Though.
We don't know what, there's been wild, valuations on him from 100 to 150, but I don't know what we'll get for him. It's really about it's about Rice. If he really did want to go to Man City, because that's the best avenue to winning stuff, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
If he wanted to, and they came into West Ham to 100 million, Rice should be going, mate. I want it. You better take it because I want to go.
No, 100. I agree with that. But do you feel like if you were in East Ham where you grew up, like if you were in East Ham where you grew up, would you be boycotting going to home games just because like GSB are like here?
No.
Or no?
No.
Just a question. A simple question. That you know what I mean? Just Neither would I.
It's my team, mate. Why would I not go and watch them because of them pricks?
Yeah.
It makes them even more empowered, doesn't it? It makes them even more pricks. I'm not going to let them ruin my fun.
100%.
Hey!
There's the boy. There's the boy.
He's had a tidy up again. He's had a tidy up again. Look at him. He's been faded. He's been faded and trimmed. Hey, mate.
Yeah, I'm not bad. You got there in the end. I did ask about 7 times in the chat for you to chuck the link in, but there you go. That's
I
all right.
like, you know what? Differently,
You were
I'll show-
pretending to read the comments. You were
No,
just putting them
Gretchen,
up.
Gretchen, I'll show you. Listen, you want to beef with me? I sent you a message at what? When was it? Hold on, I'll show you, Doc. I ain't even playing. I sent you a message at when was it? What's the time now? 4:45 in the morning here. I sent you a
I was
message.
asleep.
I've already been to sleep, Doc. Like, yo,
No, I was asleep.
I'm on UK time, Doc. Straight up.
I was
But like,
asleep.
no, I sent you a message before, but it didn't. It's not even telling me the time. I sent you a message before, but it didn't go on because I had my phone on airplane mode. Because like,
Mhm.
that was
Yeah. Okay.
issues. It was issues.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. All right. Okay.
yeah, I had some gal turn up to my building like she was like Superwoman, dog, and it was
Yeah. All right.
like,
Happy
no,
was
thank
trying
you.
her best. Yeah. Cheers. Thanks for that. I appreciate
No,
it.
not happy, dog. Big up, happy. Yo, so Tom, let me ask you this: we sell rice. Do you think the managers will like invest properly, or do you think they'll be silly with it? And like Karen said, basically like, yo, we'll only have like 60, 70 million left out of what we got for him.
Is that if he gets sold this summer?
Yeah, which I don't think he will. I don't think he will. I think
he
he's
does.
no. I disagree with you, kind sir.
The only reason is because of the last few weeks.
I know Chelsea.
There's been a significant ramp up in like PR stuff from Declan Rice saying that he wants to win now, and he's doing articles with the Athletic and the interviews he was doing after he won the Player of the Year award and stuff. There's been a slow increase in these articles of him saying that he wants to win now. Which it's not. I don't think him necessarily putting a transfer request in, but he's just letting people know.
Yeah,
I want it now.
He's for the taking. Yeah, I
yeah.
get what you're saying.
But I think he has to be a little bit careful because I think sometimes players they want too much too soon and they can get burnt very quickly. I don't necessarily think that will be Rice because I think he's got a good head and a good team behind him. But the longer we go on, and then obviously I think January's just sort of proved to everyone that there's just a lack of ambition. I think really,
I don't agree with that.
I know, I do. I think we were so close to something special, and I think we've wasted that almost.
Who's that? Who's that? Zapata was it, or the Nunes? Was that it?
Just anything, really. Just anyone.
Yeah.
I think we were so close to something special, and I think if we get embarrassed next week by Sevilla over both legs,
we won't.
And then all of a sudden we don't finish in top 6, top 7, and we don't get European football.
We will. Positivity, others. Come on, positivity.
If we don't, then it's another failure of a season. It's
no failures. That does not come on this channel at all. Go on.
But if we don't, it is a failure because we failed to achieve what we want to consistently do, which is get into Europe.
But have you seen Moyes have a bad signing like at all? I haven't. Like big up Jordan Hugo. And then from there. But like, have you seen a bad signing?
Yeah, that's besides the point because
how come?
Because yes. He's made some good signings. He's made some terrible signings. I will say there have been a couple of terrible signings.
What signings? Name me 2 signings he's made terrible. 2.
Frederick Alves that came in got sold within inside of a year.
But he performed when he when
he never played. We sold him within inside of a year. He's just gone to Bromby.
Who's the guy did he buy? No, it wasn't him.
Benrahma, there's another one. Shocking. Sorry, I'm joking.
I'm not.
I'm not either, dog. I was so excited, and others, I'm sure you were too. And Kieran, I don't know if you were, but I was so excited by the Benrahma signing. So excited. He's a championship player. Simple as. And it sucks.
I don't think he is. I just don't think he suits what Moyes wants to play.
But how? Why? How? Why? Like, if you're a footballer, you're a footballer. Like,
yeah, but
like Kieran
it's
said
about
about Diaz and this and that.
no, but
Like,
it's about with Moyes, it's ego as well. And listen, it's a good thing to have as a footballer, but when Moyes is trying to build a squad where there's no ego, I think Ben Rama sort of showed his true colours a bit the other week when he threw Tommy out of the pram.
Yeah,
it's a shame. What? I don't think he's a bad footballer. I don't, because like I said, he's got Premier League qualities where he can drive at defenders and he can beat a man and he can create for you. But he's got
a good hairdresser. That's it.
Oh, doesn't he ever? His blonde is
yeah, I know.
Brown,
I think you need to go down there, Kieran.
Highlights. What about me? I want an appointment at the hairdressers too, dog.
Hey, listen, your hair was good, Peach.
Yo, dissing
I wasn't abusing your hair. I was abusing Santa Claus in the middle.
Oh, leave him alone. But like,
I shaped it up a bit.
Did you? I can't. Your camera's a bit laggy. I can't see specifically.
Okay, so T-A. I like that. You're like B.A. Baracus. T.A. Let me ask you this. T.A. Baracus. Let me ask you this. It's like sing it, dog. Sing it, dog. But like, yo, if like, wasn't that the best? Like Hannibal and Murdoch. Murdoch was my favorite, dog, because he was the Joker. He was my favorite. But it's like, if Moyes made the wrong signing with Ben Rama, then who else? Like you said, Alves. So Ben Rama, Alves. Who else?
I'll tell you what. While I do that, I'll get a list of David Moyes' signings over the last 2 years.
See, now we got West Ham clips in the zone. Now we got West Ham clips in the area, dog. How you mean, my G? Yo, we got Sonny from Baltimore, dog. Straight up, Sonny from Baltimore, man. Hold on.
Vlasic has still got to prove himself, PG.
Yo, Vlasic is a don. Vlasic is a don. Nope.
We're not sure about him yet.
Nope. The jury is all in. The jury is all in on Vlasic, dog. He's a bad man. You know why? Because he's Croatian, dog. He's a bad man. And my father always says Croatian footballers are the best. And like, I ain't even playing with you. He is the best.
Souček and Bowen.
This Croatian man is a don too, straight up. It's black screen, but he's a don.
Good morning.
Oh, shut up.
Oh my God.
Where are you, dog? Are you in the subway, the tube, the underground, the what?
I'm on the way to the gym.
Oh my God.
Oh, shut up.
He's driving in that big 4x4 he's got.
100.
Get off your phone when you drive, you dick.
Putting it nicely.
Lucas, don't use your phone whilst you drive.
I'm not using it.
You just turn the camera around whilst you were driving.
I know, I see that too.
Stop incriminating me.
All right, so here you go.
In the court of law.
So here you go. You've got Bowen and Souček, which can be regarded as decent signings. Okay.
Who in Souček? Stu Fowling and Souček?
No, Souček and Bowen were his first two in the January window.
Yep.
Then he signed Craig Dawson, which is worked out well, obviously.
Yeah.
Ben Rama, which he's up in the air, I guess, at the moment. This is where that goes. Stu Fowle was a good signing.
Yep.
Lingard is obviously a brilliant signing at the time, what he did.
Yeah, we miss him.
Frederick Alvarez was the boy that we signed and then sold this summer, this winter. Areola, which I don't think no fault of his own hasn't worked out yet because he doesn't get the game time.
Yeah, agreed.
Král is a bad signing because again hasn't had the game time.
But Král is kind of shit though, isn't he? Right.
Zuma's obviously a very good signing, and then you got Vlasic, which again is a bit up in the air at the moment, but again doesn't get the game time. So
Vlasic for me, man. I think Vlasic is
It's pretty good all in all.
yeah,
Absolutely.
that's just quite sad though. Arriving in the
If you
2023
see a bit more of that pretty good in January, that would have been nice.
Yeah.
Would have been nice.
Tom, what were you saying? What were you saying that was sad about the signings?
About which one?
I don't know. You said something about not Crow. It was after Crow.
Oh, I was just saying about like Vlasic is sad because it's like the likes
Yes.
of Vlasic and Areola
Thank
haven't had that game time to really show what they can do.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just anybody. To be honest, with you, I just think it was such a pivotal point, and I think, like I said, if we do get slapped about by Sevilla this week, and obviously in the return leg, I think, and we don't end up getting into the top four, then it is for me, it's a failure of a season again. So,
Lucas, what are you feeling about Sevilla, man?
Oh my Jesus! What the fuck? I'm sorry. There's a fucking. Look at this fucking guy just on a little dirt bike fucking shit around on his way to work.
He's on a BMX.
The fuck? But I don't know. I feel the same way. We just fucking dicked around in January, and it's the gift that keeps on giving, and it pisses me off every day thinking about it. But I don't know. I'm still pretty upset about the Liverpool match. I know we played well, but everyone keeps fucking. I don't know. The 3 missed chances we had, I think, were big enough to really be negative about the match. But the way we did play, I am a little confident for Sevilla, just because I know they're not gonna. I mean, they're Spanish, so they may pass the same way or elegantly as Liverpool, but as long as they possess the ball and we get stuck in and counterattack, I'll always give us a chance. But if we boss possession, we're gonna get fucked, just like we normally do.
But you feel confident though, yeah?
If we have 40% or less of possession, yes.
Agreed. Yep.
Which like in theory I really hate.
I know, but it works for us though, doesn't it? Like, honestly, it works for us though, Al. It works for us, man. It does.
Yeah, I mean, confident wouldn't be the word, but I'm a bit more easygoing after what I saw against Liverpool. Just, I mean, I don't know who's gonna fucking score for us, but hopefully we find a goal or two. That'd be nice.
It's Aquaflex time, dog. Like, straight up, it's Aquaflex time. And I was reading this to Karen, and I'll read it to you too, my friend. Hold up, give me 2 seconds. But apparently, Faux Cheesy, big up Faux Cheesy, man. But like, I was reading this. I was reading this earlier, dog. Hold on, where's it at? It was okay.
Sorry,
One. Apparently, like, David Moyes is all keen to sign Rashford. What do you think about that? What do you think about them apples, dog?
I was listening to Kieran. I wouldn't want him. If you give me the choice between Brozier,
I wouldn't want him either.
If you give me the choice between Brozier or Rashford, I'd take Brozier every day of the week and twice on a Sunday.
100%, man. And where is it? I think this might be it, Doug. No, there's another 19-year-old we're after. His name is Gus Till. He plays for Spartak Moscow, and we might get him on a free because of what's going on in Russia just now. Straight up.
That sounds
Just
like
saying.
a good old American boy, Gus.
Gus, big up Gus, Austin and Gus, dog. How you mean? But no, it said that where was it, dog? It said that Sevilla might be missing 9 players, dog. Hold on, who were they? Where they at? I had them on my thing still. But one was Anthony Martial. The other, there was 8 after that. So like top players apparently. And they're missing nine players through suspension and through like not playing the last match through injury. So we might be able, if we can go there, Lucas, and others, Doc. If we can go there, and Karen, if we can go there and like get a point, or maybe even 3.
And, you know,
Bring them back
don't
to
get
the
me
London
wrong.
Stadium. Happy days. Like,
Don't get me wrong, they have a good defense,
yep.
but like Kunde and Diego Carlos are good, but
Yes,
if
Diego Carlos was
if
another one,
Antonio
dog.
plays-
That was another
if
one.
Antonio
Yep.
plays anything the way he did against Liverpool, I think he could fucking throw him around.
Word up.
Like, it
So
doesn't matter how
I'll
good
show
of a
you,
defender
because
are, if
you'll know
you're-
the players. You'll know, because you watch football, dog. Like, and I respect that, mad. Like, real talk, I respect that, mad. And like, I'll show you the 9 players apparently they're missing, dog. They're missing. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Thomas Delaney, they're missing him. Suspended for Thursday's Europa clash with West Ham. They're missing Eric Lamala, who I think is a ponce. I don't rate him. He is a ponce, isn't he? He's a ponce. Like, no, don't rate him. Suso, Gonzalo Monte, who you just no, Diego Carlos, you said. Karam, air kick. Yo, get an air kick. It's like an air ball. And then Fernando, Papu.
Papadopoulos.
Oh, Papu Gomez.
Papadopoulos, you don't know.
Papu
Papa
Gomez.
Gomez, dog. Apu, thank you. Come again. And then Anthony Martial all missed Friday's La Liga clash with Alves to injury. So it might be one player that others hates, but like it might be one team. Like, yo, so it's like, yo, they might be
And
missing
it doesn't mean a
and
lot either, does it? Like,
Sevilla has enjoyed like a superb season so far and currently sitting second spot in the league table, just 8 points adrift from Real Madrid. So it's like, yo,
we filled in.
the universe might be like rolling on our side. Football gods might be looking down on us for this time. Straight up.
We filled in our strongest team against Southampton. They rested 9 first-team players, and they beat us. So,
Okay, well, we don't have to talk about those things. That we don't know.
But you've got to remember, we must be missing. We could be missing 5 players ourselves.
How? No. How?
Ogbonna.
How?
Ogbonna.
How?
Ogbonna.
Bowen and
Ogbonna. Soufal. Bowen. Maybe White.
Soufal's coming back from injury, so it's like I'd rather like let him wait on the sidelines.
He's missing.
I'd rather Soufal wait on the sidelines. I'd rather like who's the other boy? Soufal wait on the sidelines, and then Bowen wait on the sidelines for the second match against Sevilla. So those are only 2. We still got like all the
Lucas,
you got 5 injuries.
Come again?
Hang on, there we go. Just wait, just for Lucas because his audio was echoing like crazy.
Yeah.
No, I know, but that's not his fault, dog. He's in a car.
Yeah, I know to drive.
I know, but you're doing. See.
It's his fault to drive.
Others 32 is doing some West Ham clip shit right now. Recognize. He's doing some West Ham clip shit right now. Recognize, dog. My G. That makes me nothing happier when West Ham clips like puts out his videos, dog, or her videos, or their videos, or whoever's videos. I'll show you, man. The Southampton one was insane. The last one against Liverpool, insane, dog. Like, big up West Ham clips. I know business. Soon West Ham clips is gonna come on like West Ham random, dog, and it's gonna be over.
Can I just say, I think there is something to this potential market from Russia and Ukraine, because if that is a sanction that's they've allowed, or not a sanction, but they're allowed to because of the sanctions leave.
Yep, I hear you.
There's some good players, in some attacking areas. I mean,
I have a question about that, Tom, if you know more. Is it just foreign players in Russia or all of Russian players?
It looks like just foreign players in Russia. And in Ukraine as well, but that's a good thing because
Gus Till, the American boy name, Gus Till. Trust me, yo, he's on the cards. And then we got the Croatian boy. You're a brother from another mother, dog. We got Vlasic, and like, yo, we might get him for like $3 million because we don't got to pay no more. Like,
I would say I would say
Yo.
there is a couple of names that I can throw at you because I've just been looking at the list of some of the players that are out there at the moment.
Okay, Tom, let me ask you. Remember that guy we were linked with back in the day, Palavov? I think he was a striker in Russia. And we were after him like crazy.
If he's
back in the
Russian, we
day.
can't get him.
Oh, okay.
It's only foreign players, I think, in those countries.
Word up. Okay.
Because obviously the Russians can't partake in sport.
All right, Claudinho, get your ass over here, pal.
Done. Done.
Yeah, give him a Dino name. But some of the names that are available in those leagues that are foreign
Really?
are Malcolm, who used to play for Barcelona, who was a Brazilian.
him.
It didn't work out for him, but he
was
went
dope.
over there. You've got Yusuf Yassitsi, which some of you may not know, but he played last year in the title-winning side for Nice, and he was actually a very good player. He's only 25, an attacking player. Fabian Balbuena is still over at Dynamo Kiev.
Do we want him back though, Balbuena?
You've got Quincy Promes, who just signed over there for
Do we
Ajax.
want Balbuena back, dog? Like,
I'm
really?
just giving you. I'm telling you some. Sort
Would
of
you
like
take him
names
back?
that
Is
you
what I'm asking.
recognise.
Would you take him back?
Absolutely not. He was dog shit. Anyway,
Thank you. Thank you.
David Neres, who just signed for Shakhtar Donetsk in Ukraine, and he's literally 25. Went from Ajax. It was one of the weirdest signings ever because he was an absolute baller Brazilian kid. Ended up signing over there. You've also got the likes of Lacina Traore, who's a 21-year-old forward who used to play for Ajax, who's very, very, very good. And there's one that I really like the look of, is a Georgian wonder kid, and he's called Kavicha Kvaratskhelia. Right, I kid you not.
I've heard of him.
This kid is supposed to be the nuts.
I've heard of him. Yes, I've heard of him.
He plays for Rubin Kazan, and he's supposed to be absolute nut.
Yes.
But yeah,
Hang on, no good. If you're gonna turn, just turn, mate.
I know, like tick, 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 tick.
We're in America. We're in America, baby. We drive on the right side.
This guy, you drive on the wrong side, dog. All I hear is like click, click,
Well,
click,
it doesn't matter
click.
what side of the road you're on, mate. Just turn the fucking car.
That's what I'm saying.
There's a nice old camera up there.
Oh my
yeah.
days. Yo.
Don't worry, it's turning. We're good, boys.
Oh, Lucas, you're a legend.
But,
dog.
but
All
what I was
hear
trying to
is
say,
like,
there's,
click,
there
click,
are some specifically Brazilian players that go over there for a lot of, because obviously there's a lot of ties for some reason to the Brazilian players over in those countries.
And you know what, Tom? Like outside of Russia, outside of Russia, there's so many free agents this summer. It's mad. There are so
But
many
if
free
it gives us a
agents
chance
this summer,
to-
man. Like we could have a field day. Like it would be a Sullivan, Gold, Brady, like Garrett's like fucking Garrett's like sale, dog. It would be mad.
There you go. I've got some more. I've got to throw some more names at you. Victor
Please
Moses.
Please do, man.
Victor Moses is over there. Dejan Lovren's
See?
over there.
See?
Branislav Ivanovic is back over there.
Yo,
Listen, they're not exactly, apart from the likes of Neres and maybe Promes or Malcolm or someone. There's some decent names that have either played in the Prem or are young enough that could do something.
But you take a roll of the dice with Brozier, yeah? Like you take a roll of the dice with him, I would.
Well, yeah, but I meant just for the remainder of this season, I think.
Oh no! I'm talking about like next season to build on, because he's only like 20 years old. The young mother ducker, man. Like yo,
The going rate for him is going to be incredibly high. Is all I'm going to say.
What you think? You think like this summer coming up, like.
Well, Chelsea can just keep loaning him out until they're ready for him.
I take him on
McCarthy
loan. I
doesn't
take him
work
on
out,
loan.
but
They were talking 70 million. No, thank you. Give him to us like what Kieran said, 40-something million. Like yo, I'd have him all day long, wrapped up in cotton wool, dog.
No, but I think he's technically shown how good he is that they can charge 40 to 50 million for him after this season. I think
He's a nonsense.
Proper player.
Yeah, he's a nonsense, man. He's like, top quality. I agree.
Lucas, we're echoing again.
The way you said that sounded so fucking bratty.
You're echoing again, Lucas. God.
You burnt the toast again,
so bratty. That sounded so snobby. How Lucas said it. The way you said that sounds so bratty. Like, yo, this boy's in the valleys, dog. How you mean?
Bro, I am in the trenches right now. You get me?
You're in the trenches, my ass crack, dog. You're in the valleys, dog. Chilling with like Nas's girlfriend. What's his name? What's her name? Khaleesi or whatever. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Damn right, they're better than yours. Like, yo, you sound like her, dog. Straight up. On some Drew Barrymore shit, dog.
Kieran looks stressed out.
The interesting of it, we could see a tank coming up against him or something.
Happy Hammerette is in the building.
To be honest, I'd back Lucas's truck against the tank right now. I can't lie.
Yo, I saw something dope yesterday. Sorry if it offends anybody, but I saw something dope yesterday. And it was this Ukraine man who had like it was like a Uzi thing, but with a missile on top. I don't know what you call them things, but it was like a Uzi missile thing. And like, yo, homeboy just like, bosh, shot off the missile thing,
right,
blew
boys,
up the tank thing.
Go.
It was dope.
All right, bye, Lucas. He's been pulled over by the feds.
Lucas is on the inside. On the inside. Yo, big up yourself, yeah?
See you later, Lucas.
Let me know if you're still on. I'll be done in like 2 hours.
All right, man. 100. Yeah,
I think Kieran wants
100.
his bed.
Yo, we got the echo out, but we got Lucas out at the same time, which sucks. But yo, yeah, that thing I seen.
Can I just say,
it was,
an Uzi is about that big, and a rocket launcher is about that big.
it was a rocket launcher, dog. It was like a big thing, and then like homeboy just like, ping, and you seen the rocket like wash, and then like bang.
Kieran, do you reckon this is the first time that Peach has seen war?
Dope.
Yeah.
It was dope. Like, yo, these Ukraine people, man,
Hey,
they're like bringing it to them. I
they
love
are
it.
indeed.
I'll tell you what I saw. I saw him on some kind of front line in a town with about 200 prepared Molotov cocktails. I went, oh, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. You got the Russian army coming at you, and you got Molotov cocktails. I went, fuck me.
To be
Man, please.
fair, their breweries have stopped producing alcohol just to actually like produce Molotov cocktails. They do some serious damage against tanks, you know.
They can, I know, but
the fire, because I think because the way the engine is on a tank, I'm going to get technical here. Where the engine is on a tank, it's when if you hit fire on top of the tank, the engine sucks the fire into the tank.
With exhaust and that,
and that's why it's effective. There you go.
Right.
Big up the Russian. Big up, not the Russians for fuck's sake. Big up the Ukrainian army. They are.
What a shit show though. Like honestly, what a shit show. It's like these people have no heart. Like Putin has no heart, and these people going in, he thought he was going to be able to wind up two things in like 2-3 days and then walk out like, oh, I conquered. But it's like, yo, these Russian people, man, they have so much resilience about them. I love to see it. They're like West Ham. Honestly, these Ukrainian people are like West Ham, straight up. Like, I love it. I love to see it, man. No, but differently. Like, they are though, because they have so much resilience, and they're a small country, dog. But they'll step up. Like, what were you saying, Kieran? What were you saying, dog?
If they're like us, they won't finish in the top 6. They don't look good.
Oh, shut up!
I mean, to be fair, they show some pretty good defensive resistance. So I've put their money on them finishing in the top 6 this year ahead of us.
Not many, dog. They'd be like top 4 teams, dog. How do you mean?
Best defense in the league.
Fucking hope it's the case.
I love that. I love that. I love that. Oh, my heart goes out to them though, man, because it's like all you see is like rumbled and ruggish and like, oh, it's awful, man. It's not fair.
There's two sides to it, unfortunately. I do understand why Putin did what he did, but I don't think. I mean, you've got
He's a cunt.
But you have to understand that. I'm not getting too political.
School me. What do I have to understand about Putin?
I don't want to get too political for you, but NATO basically backed Putin into a corner where he had to do something about it.
I hear that.
And unfortunately, it comes out in the way that he's doing it right now. And there is nothing different to what he's doing than the West or us did in the likes of Syria or everywhere else. You know,
I hear that.
It is difficult because, like, I don't think any of us agree with what's going on. Nobody wants to see what's happening, but he was quite. He'd been waiting a long time, and they had pushed. NATO had basically pushed right up to the Russian border, and he's gone. Hang on a minute, I'm not accepting that. And
Not having it.
I ain't having that.
Nobody likes to see it.
What they could have done, they could have reassured him and said, "All right, we'll stop that." 6 months ago.
100%.
Pull people back, but no.
100%.
They wouldn't guarantee him that. So he said, "Well, fuck you now. You're not having it." And I'll tell you what, it's very similar to in the 60s to the Cuban Missile Crisis, right?
Word up.
When Russia were bringing their missiles over to Cuba, they built the silos to fire them, and America went, "No, fuck off. We're not having them in Cuba."
What was Kieran? What was that? Was that the Bay of Pigs or whatever, or the Pigs of Bay or whatever?
That came around that time. That was just another. That was just a fuck up by America trying to.
Exactly what Kieran said.
What happened was the missiles were coming over on ships, mate. And the American Navy set a blockade up, and we were that close to nuclear war. That close. If that ship had turned around, it would have all kicked.
Do you think this is going to turn into like a World War kind of 3 thing?
No, it's not. No,
it's the same. It's the same thing for, as Kieran said. Like, America didn't like it when it was on their borders and it was very close to home, and the Russians have said, "Well, it's exactly the same for us." So, I mean, at the end of the day, nobody likes to see war. Obviously, the stuff that's going on there and the war crimes that are being committed and stuff is shocking. But
it is.
There is unfortunately two sides to the story. I'm not.
There is two sides to the story,
but
Putin.
It's the same with me and you. If somebody moved into my back garden area and they started putting up fences and all this sort of stuff, you'd complain about it because, you know,
100.
without asking you. And well, yeah, I wouldn't shoot them, but no, it is very sad. It is very sad.
Yeah,
but
it's silly, really. I think it's like just like pissing on your territory type things. I find it all silly. Like there's no time for war, and I think Putin's a crackpot. Like, honestly, I get what you're saying, others and Kieran. I get what you guys are saying, but I just think he's not right now. Yes, 100%.
He's an ex-KGB ruthless bastard,
Yes,
and he will do whatever it takes. Don't give a fuck.
Yes, you're right. You're right. It's just a shame, though.
But if we can benefit off of it by signing some Ukrainian or some foreign Brazilians, I mean, cheers, Putin. I'll take that. If it helps us get into the top. You
get what I'm saying? It's mad. It's mad, man. It's like, yo.
I'm saying that very quietly, but yeah.
I get what you're saying. Like, you know what, yo? Can you say? What is it? Haba. Can you say that for me? Like, others?
No.
What?
How does it go? Like, what West Ham Clip says? Habada. Or like, when the goal gets scored, like, how does he do it?
I
Like, or
don't know.
how does she do it?
I
Like,
don't
habada, habada,
know.
habada, 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 habada.
Using the
Like,
computer.
or like Furpo. Like, what does Furpo say, dog? Like, I'm just like, I don't know. I think I cracked it down still. I think it's like,
Anyway,
I think West Ham Clips is like Bex and Athers and Charlie all combined. Me and Rice
yeah,
have come to like a
well, bound to be.
conclusion.
Bound to be.
Come again, Karen?
Yeah. Bound to be. Bound to be.
What?
I don't know how many times though they have to deny it, right?
I know, but I think it's I know, but I think me and Rise got like we got the finger on the pulse, dog, because it's like you can see the editing from Walshy, and then you can see the sounds from your boy there, Mr. Athers, number 32, like Magic
Apart
Johnson
from his
things, dog.
sound effects, he's got the sound effects, obviously, but that's all we know.
What, are you West Ham Clips then, Kieran? Like what? Now you're tricking me down a different street, dog. Like
Can't
what
even
is
turn the
wanting?
fucking phone on. You
Like
kidding me? Like?
I can see Bex with like her like sassy like humor. So like I can see that, but then I can see Athers with his like I've studied the accent, and it's like it might not be like I don't know. It might be keyboard things, but it might be like keyboard and voice things still. But I see Charlie doing the editing, but then I wouldn't rule out Athers. So I feel all of them have to have contributed to like West Ham Clips.
One of the world's greatest conspiracy theories, Peach. You'll never know.
But you know what? I love it, and I will promote that shit to the day I die. If it's like yesterday or tomorrow or today, I will promote that shit to the day I pass, dog. Because I love that shit. Like honestly, yo, the astronauts dope.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all need to put like a breakdancing thing in it. If y'all do it, put a breakdancing thing in of Peach like breakdancing, doing a backspin, dog. Straight up, that would be like score a goal. Woo, Peach is breakdancing, doing a backspin. Like, yo, live up, trust me. Yo, I'd watch that again and again and again. Real things. I've watched it already again and again and again. I swear to you, I watched that like at least like 5 to 10 times. Like, yo, I ain't even playing with you, man. That's yo. But yo, what did I hear about like it's being moved to some French person? Who's the French person? I don't want to know the French person. Who's the French person? And why did this French person get involved? I want to beat the French person up, dog. I'm not even fucking with you. Like real talk. Like now me and the French person got beef, dog. Like talk to me, Athers. Talk to me.
I don't know, mate. I assume
Yo,
you'd have to ask Clay.
if you don't watch West Ham Clips, you're silly and stupid. But it got passed on to a French person. It like clips fell from the sky, and the glass got all like crumbled and jumbled. Like, oh, what was it? I had a rap, the first rap I ever wrote, dog. How did it go? It was like a tragic, vital, proceed with caution. Best take cover and you get lost in. The lyrics are fine to proceed to bright rhyme. Sucker MCs, be quiet and mind your own business. No unfinished matters. I treat you like glass as you drop and shatter. And that's what happened. Clips got dropped like glass, shattered. I was disappointed. I lost sleep. Tell me what happened.
Don't know.
Please tell me. I'm losing sleep, my friend. Don't do this to me.
Just go to sleep.
No, I can't, dog. I've already been to sleep. Treat me like glass or you'll be dropped and shattered all over the ground. So now who's the clown? Boy, why you front? You got to love the sound. Like, yo, the glass dropped and shattered. Who dropped the glass and who shattered? Because West Ham Clips cannot drop and shatter, and the glass can't break, dog. The glass cannot break, dog. So I need to know this for like self-comforting. Like if I was like in a cozy.
I know we'll be shattering soon.
I need to know this. Straight up, I need to know this. Who's this French frog gonna spark off like a bunch of rather talks? Like I need to know this.
Do you think nature. Listen, do you think
I ain't playing with
Frank Lampard's jacket is hanging on a really shaky nail?
Word.
My question.
What about Gerard's jacket? It's hanging on like a squibbly dibbly, like hook. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Real talk.
We,
Wayne Rooney's
yeah.
jacket is like hanging like, I don't know, outside the showers. Real things. Like, yo, nothing can happen to West Ham Clips. If something happens to West Ham Clips, I'm taking the next flight over to England and like doing
I think
people
I'll
in
get
there.
bothered. I
Real
think I'll
talk.
get bothered. So.
I heard the sound of the post the other day. Athers was nice enough to share with me the sound of the ball hitting the post the other day. And he done said before he played that, I'm going to fuck you up, Pete. And he did. And he did. You did. You got in my mind, dog. I have not been able to get sleep over that yet, dog. So it's like, yo, now I'm like sitting here thinking. And it's like, okay. Okay, Dad, I'm sorry. I'm talking to my mates. I'm sorry. I'm going to get to sleep. I know, so I'll be quiet. There you go. West Ham Clips. So, like, yo, there has to be something. You have to give
who
me
fucking is
something.
trying to sleep. It's your dad.
I beg your pardons?
So I tell you who's trying to fucking sleep. It's your dad, and you're getting him. You're keeping him up with these conspiracy theories.
I know, but like, yo, he wakes up when he wants to, straight up. Like, yo, I'm in my
What is it, like 5 in the
area,
morning?
straight up, real talk. I'm in my area. Yo, real things.
Is it like
real talk,
5:30 in the
real how do
morning?
you say? Go on.
Is it Eastern time? It's like 5:30 in the morning.
You don't know. So what? I'll show you
5:24
this.
in the morning.
You sent me 2 things. There was like post, like ball hitting the post things. And you're like, I'm going to fuck Peach's head up with this. Yeah, succeeded. Wait.
Where are you, Kieran? You're Brisbane, aren't you?
Yeah.
You mucked up my head with those things, Doc. I need to know. I need to know, Doc. Like,
You never will. You never
I don't
will.
want no French person taking over West Ham Clips. I'm just saying. There's a Canadian person better in the mold that could run 2 things, Doc. But it's like, yo, who's the French person, Doc?
I
Is
think
it
we've
like
beaten
Pepe
it
Le
today.
Pew? Pepe Le Pew? Like, who's the youth that used to do the whatchamacallit? Who's the youth that used to do the thing there? What was it, man? The spy. He used to do the spy thing. He used to do the spy thing. It was Peter Sellers, Doc. Peter Sellers used to do the spy thing, Doc. Yo, if it ain't Peter Sellers, I ain't happy, Doc. Cause, yo, bring him back from the dead. Don't know. Peter Sellers should be running West Ham Clips. Word up. Just saying. Is Peter Sellers dead? He is dead, isn't he?
Died years ago.
That's what I'm saying. Bring him back from the dead, Doc. Peter Sellers, my favorite. Like, straight up, my favorite. My favorite.
I met him, Pete.
Did you?
I met
No,
him.
fuck off. Fuck off.
I did.
What a
Him
treasure.
an actress called Susan George.
Yo,
Met him.
Peter Sellers so
Met him in
talented, man.
Soho.
Peter Cook, Peter Sellers, like Dudley Moore. Yo, my favorites, Doc. Yo.
Go on, Kieran.
Peter Cook and Dudley Moore.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Peter Sellers was an actor.
No, don't know. He was mad. He was a bit mad still, but he was dope.
Nothing will beat the Pink Panther.
What was his name in the Pink Panther, Tommy? What was his name?
Kato. Are you on about
No,
Inspector
no, was it?
Clouseau or
No, yes.
I don't know what
Inspector
the
Clouseau.
fuck he's
Yes,
going
yes.
about.
Inspector Clouseau? His little mate Kato. The best thing about them films is the fights they used to have.
Oh, but that's like whatchamacallit. That's like Borat with his little mate, who's like a weirdo.
Oh no, but this was nothing. Listen,
That was
Borat's
proper
funny,
good.
but
I get what
nothing
you're saying. I
will
get what you're
trump
saying.
the originals with Sellers and Kato.
Yeah.
Yo, you ever hear like when Peter Cook and Dudley Moore like went into BBC studios all drunk up and just started like spitting 2 things like an hour or 2? Like that was the dopest. That was the dopest, man. Like those men were brilliant, dog. Like my dad used to live a block away from like Dudley Moore, dog, and like those men were like bad men, like just
Right,
genius.
boys, I'm gonna love you and leave you because I got to get up to go into Leeds. I've got some stuff to do today.
No, that's not how you say it. Say it in Leeds language, dog. You didn't say it right.
Sorry, I need to get up and go into town. Is that what you want?
Yes, yes. You know what? When you say that shit, it reminds me of the whatchamacallit, the when they win the lottery, and thing, dog. And they're out from Leeds, dog. It's the what's that show called, dog? They're all working at like supermarkets and thing, and they win the lottery, and they're all like, "Yeah, I'll talk that language still. It's bad." What's the show called, dog?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, come on. You're from Leeds and you don't know that? It's
I'm
called
not
like
from fucking Leeds.
no,
Don't
it's
get
not called
on my
conspiracy. It's called like
I
the
was gonna say I need to go walk me whippet and put me flat cap on, don't I?
boss, boss. But it's called the not synopsis. Oh, what am I saying that somebody in the chat knows, dog? It's
Kieran,
not
how have you got
synopsis.
alcohol and you'll make it more sense than peaches at 5 a.m? I don't.
How do you mean? It's called the syndicate. Boss, how is anybody making more sense than me, dog? Come on. The syndicate, dog. It's called the syndicate. How do you mean, dog? The syndicate. Batman shows. Still, how do you mean, dog?
What are you talking about?
Joe.
Right. Talk to you later, boys. I'll see you later. Have a good day.
Mr. Leeds is in the place.
I said it.
No, sit there, boys. Sit there.
Oh, I love that. Yo, Athers is a fucking legend.
Fucking, he's got more sense than me. He fucked up.
Oh my days. What a legend, man. I fucking love that man. I think he is such a legend. Honestly, you too, man, Mr. Brisbane, Mr. Like, yo, warm air, cool air. That's the name of the show tonight. Warm air, cool air. Come again?
It's so fucking hot here tonight. It's so hot.
What is the weather report? We didn't get one. What is it? We need one right now.
We had a hot day, but it's just because of all that rain and so much moisture in the ground.
Yeah.
That hot day today, about 28. Fucking hell, the humidity has gone bonkers, mate. I'm sitting here and it's pumping out of me, mate.
Yeah, but
Absolutely
you know what?
pumping out. I've been using that towel to wipe your neck. It's just fucking pouring out.
Yeah, but you deserve that because, like, yo, the rain shit got scary. Like, honestly, I ain't being no pussy or nothing, but like, I was worried about you, dog, because it's like me, you, and I think Lawrence we were talking, and I couldn't see two things on my phone. That's why I'm better like doing it on my television. And like, I couldn't see two things on your phone, on my phone, sorry. And it's like, yo, it was bad. It was bad. And then I looked at it. Then you said New South Wales, we're getting it. And I was like, oh, my days. It's like I got family that lives there.
They're getting smashed right now. No, they're getting it bad.
But you're good now. You're good now.
Yeah, Brisbane's fine now. It's all receded down.
Wicked. I heard somebody else that we're getting it. I can't remember who. It wasn't in your neck of the woods. But I heard somebody else getting it, and it's just like your heart stops because like they did say this. They did say like at the end of times we're gonna see like different like Mother Nature catastrophes that go on like with weather things and war things, and we're seeing the weather things, we're seeing the war things. Like, is it the end of time? It's like I don't want to look upon them things and believe it, but it's nuts, isn't it? Like, it's scary.
That's it's part and parcel of Australia, that either bushfires or floods or drought. It's just part and parcel of being. You're going to get one or the other at some stage, you know.
But you're good for now, yeah.
I'm fine, mate. I was never really threatened. It was bad. It was bad as I've ever seen it around here, but I went in an area that I felt threatened, and a lot of other people got it.
Because you're high up, ain't you? You're high up, like really, real talk. You're high up, like.
I'm a little bit higher up than a lot of suburbs, and
Yes,
so
that's what I'm talking about.
the rain runs, runs downhill like it does. And if you live near a creek or a river, and in a low-lying area,
Yep.
you're in danger. As simple as that. And a lot of people were.
No, and that's what comforted me, because I remember you telling me, like, you're kind of up from where everything else is, so you're fine. But the thing that really scared me is when whatchamacallit, CJ was like, he was stuck out somewhere and he had to stay there. And it's like when he came home, it was like happy days. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But that, yeah,
again,
that worried me. That
he
really
was
did
fine.
worry me.
The house he was in was never going to get inundated, but the roads getting to that house were covered, so he couldn't get
Okay,
out.
word up.
So
Yep,
he weren't in any danger as such. As long as they didn't leave the house and try
They
to
were
drive
okay.
across all this water, that's where
Yeah,
people get in trouble. They drive across this water they shouldn't, and they get
yeah.
washed away in their cars. Which was another 2 people done that today. They got drowned in their car
No.
for doing that.
Are they okay or no?
No, they drowned, both dead, because
Fucking hell, dog.
the water threw them into
Um,
this big stormwater drain, and it went down. There was so much water above the car, they drowned in the car.
oh, bollocks.
But they were
Fucking
still
bollocks.
driving it. They were stupid to do what they did, but
I know,
you
but
can't.
I don't think they like meant to do what they did, but it just sucks that, like,
Yeah,
they
I know it's horrible.
they're
It's a
human
horrible
beings, man.
watch.
Like, people look at this like, oh yeah, there's one life lost, another life lost, like Ukraine and Russia, and what's going on in Australia. Like, it's nothing, but it's really something, because those people are like, they're sons and daughters of people. Like, it's just
Yeah.
it's just
Scary.
bullshit.
It's scary
Isn't it?
if you just got to have a bit of common sense sometimes, though,
Yeah, I agree with you.
And,
I agree with
a
you.
lot of people bring it on themselves.
No, I
But
agree with that
all the people
100%.
that their houses, there's a lot of people who's been really damaged by this.
Yeah.
And it's going to take a long while to recover, I'll tell you. But
How's your boy doing in Tinkan Bay, Justin?
yeah, he hasn't been able to get there because they're cut off from there now at the moment. He's in
See,
Brisbane.
fucking hell.
He can't get anywhere near it. It's that got them smashed.
He's a
Bay
good boy,
and
that
Gympie
boy.
got
Yeah,
so,
it's just such a fucking shame, man. Honestly, like, I don't like this. Like, I know you don't think it's like near World War III things or whatever, but I feel it's on the brink. I really feel it's on the
yeah,
brink, and
yeah.
I feel this Russian cunt is doing the best thing he can to, like, make it happen. And
No,
I don't want to see
look,
that
the only way that
in
could
my
escalate.
lifetime.
The only way that could escalate if
Yep.
anyone committed troops to the area, and then it would change.
That's what my
Nobody's going
dad
to
said.
do that.
Yeah, that's what my
Britain
dad
won't do
said.
that.
Like,
America won't
if
do that.
England go in, or if US go
If
in,
anyone went
or
in, that would change things. But
yeah,
they won't. Because they know it only leads to more shit.
what they want. Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
No, it's nuts, isn't it? Because if they do go in, then they're basically declaring Third World War, and it'll be over before we know it. Like, you seen them trying to come in, like, on the nuclear plants and buildings and this and that, and like, if things turn
no one's gonna do
sideways,
it.
it'll be over before we know it. From
There
fucking
were-
Ukraine to Canada to Australia, it'll be done.
See, I see a lot of people criticizing why you can't make Ukraine a no-fly zone, right?
Yeah.
And the reason you can't make Ukraine a no-fly zone is if you do, that means you've got to defend that fly zone, which means you've got to send British fighter jets over Ukraine, which then will collide with Russian fighter jets, and then start the war, and they'll shoot each other down, and then there's a war. So you can't declare it a no-fly zone.
It's scary, really, man. It's like what could happen. It's scary, and I don't want to see it happen. Like, I wish everything I'm saying right now is, like, not gonna happen. I wish everything I'm saying right now is like piss in the wind, because you're right. If there is another country that goes in there, it is gonna
No one
is going to
can.
ring all
No one can.
the red alarms, red flags, everything, and you'll see it go down. And I think that's what Russia are hoping for. They're hoping for a
I don't know.
reaction,
I
kind of
don't know.
like these stupid like West Ham
I
YouTube
don't think
channels
they'll.
saying this, saying
I
that,
don't know
saying
what
that,
they're
saying
doing.
this. They're hoping for a reaction, and it's like Russia, they want a reaction, but the world's not giving them a reaction. These West Ham
You can't.
YouTube channels, you got some YouTube channels that want a reaction, but they're not getting a reaction. So hopefully there's no reaction, there's no world wars, and we'll be able to see 2023, 24, 25. You get me?
Yeah, it won't escalate into a major war. What it will end soon enough, depending on Putin, obviously, depending
Hmm.
what he wants out of it. Whether he wants to claim territory, keep some territory, which
Hmm.
I got a funny feeling he will.
Hmm.
He'll back off in the end, and then he'll keep some territory that he wants. And unless we give him
I
assurances
think you're
that
right.
we won't be putting any troops into Ukraine,
Yeah.
or Ukraine become, see, if Ukraine became a member of NATO, right, that would have
Yes.
been disastrous, right?
Oh,
Because then
100%.
NATO would have to defend
Yeah.
the Ukraine, which involves everyone there. And
Then
that's
you're
where you
talking
start
more
the war.
things. 100.
What they've
Yeah.
got to do is they've got to assure Russia
Yeah.
that we're not going to make Ukraine part of
Yeah.
NATO,
Yeah.
and we're not going to, we got to withdraw any troops or military anywhere near them Russian borders. That's what we got to guarantee them, because it's on their doorstep, and he ain't
yeah.
going to have it. It's simple as that. It's just
And
not.
if it plays out like that, that's like
Yeah, I think
it's
that's how it's playing.
if it plays out like that, it's still a victory. But just so many
Yeah,
people that got killed, man,
the only thing that's
during
going
the
to stop this,
process. You know what I
right?
mean? During the process,
Like,
there's still like a whole bunch.
the only thing that's going to stop this is diplomacy, right? Nothing
Agreed.
else.
Agreed. 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 Because all the boy wants is dictatorship, any like that's all he wants. He wants to be
He's a prick.
dictator number one.
He's a prick.
Yeah, you know what? Like you're a lovable, cuttable guy compared to like Putin, dog. He is a prick. Like he's the real prick. You're our prick, and we love you as
Yeah,
our prick. But he is a really prick. You know what I mean? Like fuck him. Like
he's old.
Putin,
He's
stupid
nasty.
cunt.
He is, yeah. And that's a lot of people will flee. I mean, God, there are millions left already, isn't there? It's a shame.
Yeah, it's
So
mad, man. It's fucking mad. It's stupid world. Like
maybe there'll be a silver lining for a lot of them people, because they might not. They'll end up going to different countries as well, and maybe they'll
yeah,
never come back and
because
make
they're
better
already
lives for
going to
themselves.
like Poland
Who
and
knows?
like this place and that place,
Can't
and
look at
they
the positive side. They might end up all over the world and
yeah,
prefer it.
good on
Who
you.
knows?
They might even end up at West Ham, and we might get some good footballers out of them, dog.
You
No,
know,
it's
you never know
nuts.
your luck.
Yeah, it's nuts, man. It's nuts, man. It's like, oh, such a shame.
No,
Like,
I have no doubt a lot of them Ukrainians, a
yeah.
percentage of them will end up here in Australia as
Oh, I don't
refugees.
doubt it. I don't doubt it.
And they'll end up
Yep.
probably in America and Britain.
Yeah.
Uh, they'll have a chance to go back, or they might make new lives themselves and maybe make a better life. And
No, I
it
hear
could
that,
be
dog.
it could be a silver lining. Who knows? Could be good for them in the end.
No, I hear that 100. Straight
The
up,
only
I
way
hear
to
that
look at it, the
100.
positive side of it. It's the only positive side I can think of.
Yeah. That's the only way you have to look at it. Like, yo, we got this, yeah, and that's peace, and that's you know what that is,
Yeah.
but that's peace, and it's like all we can hope for, is just a bit of peace, man. Like, where's John Lennon when you need him, man? Honestly, like flipping hell, it's mad. It's mad. Miracles happen to those who believe in them, and I hope that a lot of people do believe in them, because it just makes me sick what's going on, man. I don't like it.
No one likes it.
I
No one
know.
likes it.
I know. Kieran, I'll let you get on with your day because you told me you're a busy like a bee.
No,
So
I've
I'll
got to
let
go
you
to
get
bed
on with your.
soon.
Come
I've
again,
got
my
to go.
G?
I've got to go to my mate's place and do a bit of work for him tomorrow. So it's nearly
Yeah.
9 o'clock. I've got to be up at 5, so I'm going to shoot. Yeah.
Yeah,
No
no,
drama.
you shoot. Happy days. Thank you for coming on, honestly, and it was brilliant having West Ham Clips, aka Athers, coming on. Always a pleasure. And Luke
I'm
with
not
his
so
echo.
sure it was that good. I'm
What's
not
that,
too
man?
sure. He's a fucking northern wanker. Fucking.
Big up yourself, dog. And you know what? I didn't play it last night, and I'm gonna play it tonight because this is Kieran at his best, man. Straight up. I gotta find it though. Hold up. Let me find it. Hold up.
Catch
You
you
know what
later.
I'm playing. You know what I'm playing. Is this it? No, this ain't it.
I'm forever blowing bubbles.
There you go. The one and the only Kieran Big C, aka Giza, aka H, aka the man, dog. How do you mean?
Hey, follow me! What are you doing? Right, he's a terrorist! What are you doing? That donut is with us, not 40. Cheers, boys. Talk to you later. Hey, cheers, mate.
So, hey,
Love
see you
it.
later,
Love it.
brother.
Love it. Hold on. I gotta hold on. What is it? Hold on. It's this. Hold up. I got it. It's this.
We are fucking massive.
The blood of Jesus. I pray that God will deliver all of West Ham team. I pray.
You already know who it is. You already know.
What a result!
What up, brother?
That was mad.
Let's go! Get in!
Come